Jovial July is here, and this month can potentially bring a lot of much needed balance in your life and some very interesting changes. Hello, I'm 𝗘𝗺rie Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach with your July forecast. It's an interesting month because there's not a lot of drama in the skies in the sense of planets clashing or a lot of tension that way. Our personal planets are free and clear of retrogrades, and it's a pretty calm month in many ways. And hopefully you're feeling that. There's been so much fast-paced energy, especially last month during Gemini season. It was like go, 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 go. And toward the end of the month, as we went into Cancer season, which we're in now for the first 3 quarters of this month, Cancer brings depth and sensitivity. It's water. It's cardinal water, so there's a lot of initiation happening and a lot of new beginnings. However, it's still water, and Cancer is all about nurturing and nourishing your body, mind, and spirit, and your loved ones. It's about nesting and enjoying your time with your loved ones and loving being inside of your own skin, right? Finding your home within you, your home on your back, just like the crab, right? Its symbol. And yet, this is so much about making changes that are going to free you from long-standing karmic issues. Cancer very much connects you with your emotions, your inner world. And this month, July 2024, in numerology is a 6 universal month. And 6 is also very watery, very sensitive, and very protective of you and your loved ones. So 6 is also associated with family and loved ones and nurturing and protection. So these energies go really well together. It's not a real time to rush through things. I know July can be a time when you just want to get your bucket list done. You want to go and see different things and have adventures and do all that summer fun thing if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. But I still think that energy is alive no matter where you are in the world. The sense of like just getting summer fun happening and doing things. And yet the energy of this month is more about balance. It's more about getting in touch with yourself and having those serene moments. If you can, be near water or incorporate water into your life. That means like taking a bath, a salt bath or something calming like that. Or if you can get near any natural body of water, that's going to be so helpful for you. Because 6 in numerology is all about balancing your body, mind, and spirit. It's about finding balance in your life. It's very much associated with responsibility. So you may find yourself having more family responsibility this month. And if you're having a family vacation, remember to restore yourself because you're going to have a lot of responsibilities, right? Like making sure everyone's taken care of. So I want to remind you to take care of yourself. The 6 is always about how do you find ways to delegate responsibility when it's too much for you. Again, that's both the lesson in the Cancerian zodiac and the 6 numerology. So you're going to need to manage your needs versus other people's needs. How do you be responsible for yourself while you're still responsible for other people? And that could be work, that could be any loved one in your life, any projects that are your babies. It's really about making sure that as you're nurturing your nest and everyone and everything around you, that you're nurturing your heart, that you're giving yourself the nourishment and the rest and the love that you need. How often do you think about everyone else before yourself? And so this month is very much about that balance, finding that balance between work and play and rest and recreation, because sometimes recreation can be a little bit overstimulating. How do you find the balance between your needs and other people's needs? And the 6th energy always brings you right into your heart, because your heart is really the balance between heaven and earth. It's in the center. And that's what this energy is about, finding your center. The crab is moving, it's moving sideways, has its home on its back, right? So you're finding your center no matter any of the chaos around you. So I encourage you to really look at this month in terms of balance and nurturing and nourishment, rather than bucket list, what you want to do, all your plans, all your goals. And there's some other energy that's really creating this dynamic that's going to make sure that you do that. We have our 2nd full moon in Capricorn this year. It's unusual because usually there's a new moon and a full moon in each sign. However, we had our full moon in Capricorn last month in the early degrees, and now we're having the full moon in Capricorn in this mastery degree on the 21st, right before we go into the sun sign of Leo. And full moons are always a polarity. They always force some kind of balance because you have your sun directly opposing the moon. We're going to be in the sun sign of Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, which is all about your inner world and your emotions and your instincts, and also anything related to your sense of security. That's very much what Cancer is about. It's about your emotional security. It's about your emotional roots, your family upbringing, what you learned as a child about what you need to feel secure emotionally. And you're going to be reevaluating that now, especially with this full moon in Capricorn on the 21st with the polarity. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is about responsibility. Saturn is also about karma. Saturn is the Lord of karma, the Lord of time. And so there's this tension because Capricorn is always about your goals, your ambitions, where you want to be in the world, your work, and these lofty intentions. So there's this dynamic between work, Capricorn, status, power, and your emotions and your home life. And how are you going to find the balance between the two? So because this is the 2nd one in a row and it's in this mastery number, it's about really going within yourself to ask yourself, what's most important to me? Is the money, the status, the ambition, that Capricorn, my ideals, worth any toll on my emotional life? How do I bring nurturing back to my ambitions? How do I foster a sense of well-being and self-care as I'm going for my dreams? And this is some of the things you're going to be reevaluating this month. And there's so much more to this because Capricorn ruler, Saturn, the Lord of time, the Lord of karma, is retrograde in Pisces. It goes retrograde several months a year, and that's not unusual. However, it's in its final time in Pisces, and Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, which is all about like really finishing up a long cycle of your life. Because really at the very end of the zodiac, when we have Pisces, which really contains all the signs, that's really about how do you take all of your lessons that you've been working on for a very long time, and how do you wrap it up? And in addition to Saturn retrograde in Pisces, this month, at the beginning of the month, again through December, Neptune is going retrograde in Pisces. And this is what's astounding. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. And it's so at home there. Neptune and Pisces belong together, because Pisces is all about like the boundless ocean of emotion and spirit and everything that connects us and all there is and how we are all one and connected. And Neptune is the god of the seas, right? And the ruler of Pisces. And what's incredible about this is a once in a lifetime experience. Neptune is going to be retrograde from July 2nd all the way through December, so really most of the rest of the year, in its home sign at the very, 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 very last degree, and even in terms of the last degree, the last little part of the last degree. 29 degrees, which is the very last part of it. So if you think there's 30 degrees in a sign, it's at 29 degrees, 56 minutes. It gets to the very end of the very end of the entire zodiac wheel in its home sign. And just before it gets to like the next sign, which starts the beginning of the whole zodiac wheel again, it goes, you know what? We still have some unfinished business. Neptune is all about your dreams, your imagination, and your subconscious. It's spirit. It's everything that connects us. And because Pluto is retrograde now in Aquarius, which is all about our society, and one of Aquarius's co-rulers, Saturn, and who's also the ruler of Capricorn, is also retrograde in Pisces. Neptune is retrograde in the very last degree of Pisces. There's so much energy here about wrapping up unfinished business. So Neptune could have just gone into the next sign. And next year, we have 5 planets all in new signs, including Saturn and Neptune in Aries, the beginning of the zodiac, and that's a whole new paradigm for everyone on planet Earth. But what happened is Neptune says, you know what? I think people have a lot of karma to figure out. I think they have a lot of spiritual lessons to work out. I think they need to figure out that we are all one, that we are connected, that you can't separate from each other. And also, you personally have a lot of unfinished business. You're going to go over unfinished business within yourself. Cycles of karma, meaning emotional patterns that have been causing you imbalance. If you think about karma, it's really the law of balance, isn't it? Because Lady Karma has the scales. And so if you have been giving too much, if you have been in cycles where you are in uneven relationships and lacking reciprocity, if you have negative thoughts or beliefs that you have been restricting yourself with or having any kind of self-sabotage, it's going to make itself clear now and over the next few months, but really now. And so while we have this period of like water, while we have this time where your personal planets are unobstructed, and while we have this time of water, it's time to go in. It's time to reconnect with your soul, reconnect with your emotions, and really finally heal some of these self-sabotaging patterns once and for all. And I'm talking about you and the planet, because oh my goodness, don't we all as a collective have some soul searching to do? So I know that's a lot. And so this is what I'm saying, like this energy this month is very calm in some ways, but there's a lot under the surface. And certainly there's going to be no lack of drama in the world, because the world is what it is right now. And again, like I said, we as a collective have some karma and some soul searching to really pay attention to. So really, there's so much that you can do to transform your life, to liberate yourself from a lot of emotional and energetic burdens that have been really bothering you for many, many years. This is a time to really release yourself from that. So that being said, I do have 3 action steps that are going to help you. Now, your first action step is to take time to relax. Remember, you could take this time and really like have this intention that you think is going to create lots of fun and exhaust yourself. You want to make sure that you're not only recreating or working actually even, but like sometimes recreation can be too much. You have to take time to relax even from recreation. You have to take time to restore yourself because you're going to want to tune into yourself. It's a very fertile time for really getting in touch with yourself. So maybe instead of going out and being a big festival or whatever, maybe sometime you want to take just being in nature and writing in a journal or looking at the trees and listening to the birds and really just being in nature. That's restorative. See, you can relax, you can restore. It's not all about recreation or work. Which brings us to step number 2, which is to allow yourself to dream. Neptune governs your dreams, and that includes your waking dreams. So while you're taking time to relax, allow yourself to imagine things. Allow yourself to imagine what your probable future is like and feel into what that's like for you. Allow yourself to come up with these subconscious things that are rising. Sometimes when we're clearing an emotion or an emotional pattern, which is what you're doing now, you're going to have an image of something from your past. And instead of suppressing it or repressing it or making it go away or trying to think of other things, allow yourself to ask, what are you showing me? What emotions is this bringing up in me? How does this make me feel? What do I want to feel like now? Let yourself imagine things. Let your images come to you. Let yourself dream your future into being and let yourself heal your past through allowing yourself to really get in touch with these subconscious images that are coming up for you. Also, clairvoyance works when you allow these images to come to you too. So as you allow yourself to see things symbolically, you're going to be more in touch with your spiritual guides and your divine helpers and your intuition. Now, your third action step is to let go of the past with love. As you're clearing karmic patterns, which you're doing now, sometimes this only happens when we get into like a crisis or when things really come to a head. This allows you to see things that you haven't seen before. And that's the way you heal your karma, one of the ways. And that's the way you heal an emotional or energetic pattern. It sometimes has to get to a point where it gets so maybe challenging that you have to face it. Don't beat yourself up about it. We all come in here into this world with all kinds of lessons that we need to learn. And that's going to lead you into some challenging situations. And if you're looking at your past and you're beating yourself up, don't. Understand that this was part of your spiritual journey. Anything that you've experienced up until now is to help you heal and grow as a soul, and your soul wants to experience everything. I do have something that can help you. It's a free meditation. Open your heart to love. It's going to help you open your heart to receive as much as you give, which also helps balance your energy and also help you let go of any past hurts with so much love. So that's free, and you can access that using the link below in the description. And also my soul salon this month is about past lives, present healing. Any patterns that have followed you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, including ancestral patterns that you get from your family's lineage. We're going to heal them and clear them together. Of course, there's always more to do, right? But this is going to help you. This is going to give you tools to help you be empowered to recognize and process and release any patterns that are really not benefiting you or nourishing your spirit. So I love you so much. And if you've benefited from this video, if you've enjoyed it, share it with your friends and your loved ones, and make sure to like the video because that really helps people find me, and subscribe to the channel. because I have so much more I'm going to share with you in the future. I am wishing you an incredible July and beyond, and I wish you so much love. Lots of love. Bye for now.